Welcome back. In this video, we're going to explore lending and borrowing on Compound, a decentralized finance protocol that allows you to earn interest on your assets or borrow against them. Let's get started. Firstly, open your web browser and navigate to the Compound website at compound.finance. You'll firstly come across a live graphic of the amount of borrowing and lending that's taking place across this protocol, and you'll see how over-collateralized the borrowed amount is to account for the crypto market volatility. We'll now click on App to access the Compound interface. Once we're in the Compound interface, we'll start by connecting our wallet and then have a look around. Click on Connect Wallet at the top right corner, select MetaMask from the list of available options, and then a MetaMask pop-up will appear asking for permission to connect to Compound. Click Next and then Connect, and your MetaMask wallet will be connected. We've started on the dashboard page, which shows us a summary of our current positions, which at the moment is nothing. By clicking on the Markets tab, this is where you can see all the available assets for lending and borrowing, along with their respective interest rates. We can now see the total metrics over the past month and also look at the different lending markets available. Before we proceed, let's briefly discuss Compound Markets. Compound allows you to lend assets to earn interest or borrow assets against your collateral. The interest rates are algorithmically set based on supply and demand. It's important to understand the risks involved, such as liquidation risks when borrowing and interest rate fluctuations when lending. If we navigate down to the Arbitrum USDC option and click in here, we can see the total amount of assets provided as collateral and the amount being borrowed, as well as the collateralization percentage and the net APRs for either borrowing or lending. And we can also see the different assets that have been provided as collateral for any USDC loans. So to start, let's supply an asset to Compound. For this tutorial, we'll use USDC as an example. In the dashboard section, navigate to find USDC on the Arbitrum network in the drop-down at the top of the page. It will now give us the option to supply USDC. We can simply click on Max and click Supply. A MetaMask pop-up will appear asking for us to confirm the transaction, review the gas fees and total amount, and click Confirm. Once confirmed, the transaction will be processed on the blockchain. This may take a couple of seconds. You can now see at the top of the page that we are supplying USDC with an 8.5% net APR. We can't borrow any assets with our deposited USDC just yet, as it's not counted as one of the collateral assets. However, to do this, we just need to deposit a small amount of ETH. We'll deposit about half of our ETH that we have available here, and then click Submit Transaction. And then approve this on the MetaMask pop-up. Once that's confirmed, you can now see that it's showing our deposited ETH as available collateral and also gives us the ability to borrow some USDC. We can borrow up to roughly $4 maximum for just over $5 deposited, which isn't too bad. Firstly though, we'll need to withdraw the USDC that we've supplied so far. So we'll click Max to take all of that out and submit the transaction. Then once that's completed, it will give us the option to now borrow USDC. So to start with, we'll borrow $2 and confirm and approve on MetaMask. So now that's confirmed, you can see our borrowed amount. We've borrowed $2 and the liquidation point will be if the value of our ETH collateral reaches roughly $2.4. And you can see that it gives us a total USDC balance in our wallet that includes the borrowed $2. We could then theoretically use this USDC elsewhere to gain yield, so using it in something like Yearn Finance, for example, without having to sell our ETH holdings. But for now, we'll just simply repay the loan and take back our collateral. We can lump that together by doing this in the same transaction. And approve on MetaMask. And that's the whole process complete. You've successfully supplied and borrowed assets using Compound on the Arbitrum network. This process allows you to earn interest on your assets and access liquidity without selling your holdings. Lending and borrowing on Compound can be very beneficial, but it's crucial to manage risks properly. Monitor your collateralization ratio to avoid liquidation, and be aware of the interest rates as they can fluctuate. It's important also to diversify your assets to spread risks and stay informed about the market conditions. Thank you for following along. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or need further assistance, and I'll see you in the next video.